My Hero Academia.
We're gonna shit on My Hero Academia.
No,
now.
we're not. No, we're not, Thurman. I literally, just for context, I was like, all right, Thurman, now let's not start off shitting on My Hero Academia. And he's like, we're going to stop.
No, we're not going to start off shitting on My Academia. We're going to start off shitting on its fans for being retarded.
Oh, yeah, we do have to talk about the fucking name shit. Listen.
You know what? I'd rather that be a separate video, honestly.
Bruh.
Because...
Fine.
Because I'm going to be real.
Long story short, it's a name. You're insulted by a name. That's ridiculous.
I'm going to be real. Like, if you're insulted by the history of the name, like, this chapter literally shows you, like, literally proves the point of the name.
Yeah, he's a douche. And he's a douche.
Like,
he's a douche. It'd be one thing if it was like, and he's the best guy ever, and we love him, and he's the main character, and his name is Nazi McHitlerface. Like, okay, that'd be a bit weird. For sure. But it's a bad guy. Like, who cares?
So,
like, bro, if you were reading a manga and the bad guy was named Nazi McHitlerface, would that not be hilarious? That'd be funny as fuck.
I assumed you guys would like Hitler to be punched in a manga.
Exactly, bro. Yes, exactly. I have nothing to add to that. You're right. Okay. So let's talk about the chapter. You start. Because I have to get to the chapter.
So it was a very straightforward chapter. So again,
let's start with the when Eraserhead erases, the quirk, and then he gets all old, and we think it's really him.
Before we do that, though, I just have to comment that again, it's looking a little bit too easy here.
Oh yeah.
Everything's going way. Like,
but I like how Horikoshi's doing it.
At first, I was like, "Oh shit, okay."
It's less obvious though. I do like how Horikoshi's doing it because it's like we had the initial like, haha, fooled you, right? So like first you have, just kidding, this is a twice clone. Okay, that's cool. And then thick bunny girl comes in and decimates. Also, did you see, bro? There's a shot that literally, if you sent it to me out of context, I would have assumed it was a hentai.
Her what and her swinging her ass, like swinging her leg like that.
Yo, I don't know if you like. Before I read this chapter, I saw on Twitter, and I don't know if this was a controversy or not, but I just saw on Twitter someone jokingly saying like, first it was a name, and now it's this character's vagina is the center of attraction. Because like, I mean, let's be honest, like there was about a strip of fabric covering that. Like I was like, wow. I'm just saying, you were talking about getting thirsty over All Might's Master a couple chapters ago. I mean that.
It makes sense. I'm pretty sure that's be most comfortable in the fight in. Being a wham and you have to. Of
course, bro. I have no problem with it. I'm just thirsty.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying it's because here's the thing that kind of I'm just like people complain about certain women's outfits like comic book like Wonder Woman, like DC heroes, Marvel comic book like characters, like they're like outfits. But I'm just like, you guys don't realize this. Some of these women dress the way they do is because it's probably more comfortable to fight in.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know much about what it would be like to be a woman, but I assume what I would want to go for would be, first of all, like sports bra all day every day to stop the tits from jiggling.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, you don't have the guy problem, like the guy problem of like a swinging nutsack, right? Because I don't know if you've ever tried to like go down a set of stairs really quickly without like any underwear on, like your balls will bounce a little too much and it'll like hurt. So like you gotta have, if you're a guy, you gotta have something fucking carrying the balls, right? They don't got that problem. So I really don't know what the optimal pants would be for a whammon fighting.
Yeah. So I mean, because I'm just
like woman MMA fighter or something.
Yeah, because I guarantee you, Wonder Woman isn't caring about how she looks outside. She's just trying to fight in the most comfortable clothing. What's comfortable is probably showing having less clothing on. And this woman.
Yeah, so looks like most women MMA fighters just kind of like have a sports bra and like just generic like shorts, basically. Here, let me show you.
Yeah. Shorts, right? It looks like it's connected to the thing.
Oh, here, can you see? Did you already look it up?
Oh, okay. It looks like a onesie a little bit.
What are you talking about? Isn't a onesie by definition one piece of one, like there's two separate things? What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about the lady in the manga.
Oh, I'm talking about the real life UFC fighters.
Oh, no. Yeah, I see that, but comparatively to that, it looks like a onesie. It looks like she doesn't have any shorts on, but it's just like
basically what you want is just something really tight.
Yeah,
So like the
leggings and
tightness
then
is
like
accurate for sure.
a full shirt that like covers like the bottom half of her body and like everything. Like it covers what matters.
Let me look. Let me go look at her real quick. God, yeah, I mean, I feel like that's probably. I don't like. Obviously, there's some element of like, let's make her sexy. Like, I mean, that's a fucking manga targeted at young boys for you. That's fine. I don't care. But it's crazy. Like, like, can you just go to that page real quick? Like, it's kind of nuts. Like that. The now I'm more worried about like it's such a small strap of fabric. Like that shit would break. It's holding it all together at like her asshole.
Yeah, it's like it's a onesie, bro. This shit's covering like it's like a one piece of fabric. It's like
Can you imagine? Wouldn't it be like I as guys with balls there? Like, can you imagine wearing something like that?
That shit would hurt.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't work. Like,
just
I almost wish I could be like a woman for a day just to experience wearing that, like that working.
Because look at how she's traveling too. Like she's literally kicking while moving. Like,
oh my god, that shit was godly, bro. Like her just like
so that
fucking
shit,
putting
so
Sanji to shame.
So that piece of clothing must have some sort of like comfortability to it because she's moving it like she's moving fucking
remember,
fast.
We saw, ironically, the current villains like they ran like that guy ran that company that was specifically for like quirk resistant clothing. So I mean, I imagine there's a lot of companies around like that.
Yeah. So
yeah, let's start. So I want to start with I love the scene where Eraserhead erases his quirk and he gets all old, like because he takes off the goggles. That shit looked cool as fuck. And at first, I didn't know he was like de-aging or aging because of the de-aging quirk going away. Because at first I thought he was just like I was really thinking Horikoshi was just going and pulling an Ibra from Dr. Stone, like we're just gonna give him creepy eyes.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought he was just like he was just suffering, like because he got worse and worse as it going each time.
Oh yeah, it looked fucking awesome. Honestly, like that was just great. First of all, and then I loved Present Mike's anger like so much because obviously this is the guy that fucked with their friend. So like seeing that side of him that you don't see very often, phenomenal. Did you have anything to say about that, Bart?
Yeah, it was good. Great. The jokes or character being serious is always a good thing to watch.
Oh, it's always so good. Oh my god, Usopp versus Luffy, give it to me.
Doctors and nurses are just like, what the fuck are you heroes doing?
Oh yeah, because this doctor's like a hero to them. They described how this doctor is like like to the public eye, he's like the best doctor. He's like saved a bunch of people, yada yada yada. He's put a bunch of millions of dollars into health research, yada yada yada.
This is a long shot, but I almost assume they probably planned this to make the heroes look bad. Like, this doctor wasn't doing anything. These heroes just attacked him. Shit like that.
Hold up now. Wait a minute. That's a sexy theory, Thurman. Wait a minute. Because this whole fucking manga is about reshaping narratives, and because that's how you win politics. You get the people on your side. You fuck with narratives. So like, if for example this whole thing ends with them just brutally murdering the doctor, and then like the fucking I'm losing his name. Hold on. What was the name of the fucking guy that ran the company that like Shigaraki fought in the last arc with the big ass hands?
Oh, I don't know. I have to go back.
Denorat was the company. I literally just have forgotten his name somehow. But like he comes out, as like this respectable like corporate guy, and he comes out and he's like, oh, can you believe this hero company? It's crazy. And then I represent this political group where we think that we can't trust the heroes. That just because they have a license doesn't mean they're good people. They just have this arbitrary license to let them use their quirk legally. How do we know that they're not going to turn on us one day? This doctor was an innocent man. He could come into Endeavor could come into any of your homes right now and just take your kids away and murder your wives. You know what I mean? Like he could do that. And then the response would be, we want it to be legal to use our quirks whenever we want for self-defense. And all of a sudden you're coming back to like the Second Amendment shit in our country where it's like, you can't just give licenses for some people to have guns, because what if I would need to protect myself? And that's kind of the whole thing that the League wants. Now how that ties in with Shigaraki's goals, I don't know, but like the League could certainly use that to their advantage.
Yeah, because because I'm pretty sure, because if they really want, because from what I'm gathering, they only got one person to find a doctor, and it's this bunny, right? So my thinking
Well,
is,
I think
that
she might just be the fastest. Like, she was already fucking, like, rocking in there. I
Yeah,
imagine the
because
rest of them are coming in.
because
But
keep in mind this theory is like only 20%. But if here, of course, you wanted to go that route, it could work. But the only issue is they found the hideout. I'm shocked they found the real body real quickly. So that would mean that this is literally all the proof that they need that the doctor is a scum for. But
oh,
let's
yeah, they
just
have
say,
his fucking horrible, evil basement.
yes, let's just say like the bunny girl fails to capture him, and he's like had a contingency plan. He's like, fuck it, I'm up, because from what I'm gathering, he doesn't want to destroy this lab because his lab has basically almost everything he
all of
needs,
his
right?
memories, all the work he did
So
with
what
All
if
for
he's like,
One.
fuck it? What if he's like, fuck it, I can start over? He blows it up, and he gets away, and then he plays it off like, oh shit, they attacked me while I was in the
They
hospital.
blew up all my research where I was trying to cure cancer.
Yeah, like right.
I was going to cure cancer for all the sick kids, and they blew it up.
Like, he could spin it like that, because if she's the only one who's there,
This
it's
crazy,
his word.
thick bunny girl.
It's his word against theirs, and you can
And he's a
easily play it off.
publicly respected official, whereas, the bunny girl is some harlot thought corrupting our youth
that's what
with
I'm-
thick
yeah.
anime thighs.
That's what I'm saying, though, right? He can be like, this hero's attacked me out of nowhere. I don't know where he's got these rumors from, but I've helped so many people, and all. Like, he has a good reputation, right? So
Damn, and
they
then that could
spin it
lead
off.
into the oh shit, that's so good. Because listen, man, they don't have to just like when they coming in, it doesn't have to be like other anime, because that's what I love about My Hero Academia. And like I've been kind of in a My Hero Academia slump lately, but this is bringing me back because this is what I like about My Hero Academia: the hyper detail, attention, focus on how politics works, and like. Doesn't have to be like another anime. They don't have to just run into the town attacking everybody like we're the bad guys. If they're smart about it, and I think they're going to be, they're going to get the people on their side. They're going to come in as the heroes, to the people at least. They're going to come in as, oh, these heroes, they're the ones oppressing you and your freedom. We have the muscle to help you free yourselves. And boom. You got the people on your side.
Yep.
And if you don't have the people, because listen, that would go with everything that All Might has ever talked about. The system of heroism does not exist, cannot function if the people don't believe in it. Just like democracy cannot function if the people don't believe in it. The systems, any system of government cannot function if people lose faith in it. So that's and All Might's whole thing. He strived, he worked himself to the bone to make sure people blindly trusted the hero system, to keep some semblance of peace and order. That would be a perfect. Oh my bro, that theory, bro, it's sexy as fuck. You laid down the theory, and I elaborated on it, and we had the perfect speed comprehension duo right there. That's what's gonna happen. That's got to be what happened. That's beautiful. That's the beautiful way to get the people on their side.
Did it for Dr. Stone. Now I did it for My Hero.
Goddamn.
So yeah, shit. I think that you have anything else you want to talk about?
You really don't want to talk a little bit about how fucking attractive this bunny girl is?
No.
Why?
Best girl is All
Lies.
Might's master.
Yo, you actual lies, bro. See, that comes down to what we. So like, do you like the? Because I'm more of a fan of like the spry, the quick, the nimble.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more
sorry,
of a copycat.
I just had to. I'm just so good.
I'm more of a copycat person. I copying powers.
I'm not talking about powers. I'm talking about
multi-powers.
Attraction. And you're dumb. I hate you.
You said about speed and shit.
No,
like
I'm
speed.
talking about, bro. I'm into like the wiry, like lanky girl, like kind of like the taller and like taller but like skinny kind of frame.
Yeah.
I just like her. Okay. I was hoping when your bro isn't fucking like getting all horny with you in a review, what is your bro for?
I mean, I'm already horny, bro. It's just life.
All right. Well, good talk, bro. We learned a couple things, obviously, that we now know that Eraserhead's quirk will not dissipate a twice clone, which is terrifying.
Oof.
Yep. Let's see what else here. Yeah, I mean, other than that, I'm trying to think what else we can talk about. Shigaraki's still in his fucking Dragon Ball Z healing pod. We see this like shelf here where he's talking about like all of the quirks that he's kind of like collected with All for One, and like they look like little fucking like chips almost, or like, and I know he's talked about like the quirk lineage factor before, so like I wonder if it's like little like strands of like the chunk of DNA that writes quirks, like and he just has them in these bottles and he can just use them at any time, like, and he talks about how like they have no idea how long it takes to get that shit ready. So like these are probably years and decades of work to have these quirks just at the palm of his hands ready to use and put into any Nomu or any person. That's fucking cool.
Oh yeah, bro. That shit sounds fucking ooh.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, and then the other thing with the last thing I gotta say, he has his little like dog pet Nomu, and I think this was the one that actually had the teleportation quirk, the ink quirk in him, right?
Yeah.
So it's just so funny to me where he's like, "Your walk's over, Johnny. I need you to teleport me." Squish. Rip Johnny.
Rip.
God, that was funny.
Oh my god, that's great.
But yeah, I guess that's the whole chapter. Final thoughts. I guess we already predicted, so final thoughts here.
Yeah, 7 out of 10 for me.
Peace.
Peace.